Yeah. Hey, football heads. It's your commissioner, live and in person, baby. Welcome to the first ever live stream of the Hey Football Head podcast. I'm joined by a lot of fellow hosts. Let's do the Brady Bunch. Go ahead, introduce yourselves.
Well, I am a vice commissioner or what are we, secretary.
You're the maid.
You make up a new title every time you come on this
Oh,
podcast.
fuck off. I'm the host of the draft party. And I think we did the championship at the house too. But my name is Morgan Chun. And I am the NFL draft guru. Oh, look at that. Good call. Introduce yourself, minister.
I'm Max Fosberg. I'm the minister of media of this here league. The truth is out there, and I'm here to find it.
I am Alex, the vice commissioner of the league at times. And
all the time.
1, 2, 3, 4-time.
I hate it.
Champion.
4-time.
I hate it.
Kobe. One short.
He's got
One
the belt.
And I am Blaine, lover of numbers, the data cruncher,
The wizard.
The waiver
the
wire
wizard. Yeah.
I've won a championship once. Blaine's won a championship once. What about you guys?
I have never won a championship. No, I've been undefeated many a times though.
And
For
you
part
went
of the
defeated.
season.
And you went defeated for part of a season.
That's very
7
true.
up, 7 down.
7
The
up,
Henry
7
effect.
down.
Well, let's get this mock on the road.
All right.
Okay, so
Yeah,
We're
set the
using-
stage.
yeah, we're using a private mock draft lobby to do this mock draft. Is this Blaine? You set it up. Do you have to start it?
Yeah, I can start it. So we're doing half point PPR, and then
We're just doing it totally. Yep, totally like the homies league. 12
The
person, half PPR.
The one caveat is there's no defensive player, no IDP.
That's a good
Option.
thing.
People don't believe in the IDP.
We're gonna keep. Sometimes you have to spoon feed the public what's good for them. So that's what it is.
We're live at Gig Harbor Brewing right now. So
Oh, shout out to Gig Harbor Brewing. Great beers.
Shout out.
okay, I'm gonna start this draft lobby. Here we go. We're gonna-
Yeah, Colin did win the league once. He just said in the chat. He did when he beat me. In the championship that one year. But I don't know. How hard could it be? You get lucky eventually.
All right, who's computer going to take number 1 overall?
Well, it's got to be Jonathan Taylor, right?
Got to be the consensus, Jonathan Taylor. Does anyone in the room have any other choice besides him? Is there any other thought for just choosing anyone else?
I mean, the king.
The king, huh?
I've seen Christian McCaffrey go 1.
All right, so the first 2 picks we got were Jonathan Taylor, number 1 overall, and Austin Eckler, number 2 overall.
Wow.
Austin Eckler, number 2.
Yeah,
This is
an
going
auto
wild.
You know,
What
the
do you got?
Chargers have a lot of Super Bowl hype this year.
I like them a lot as a dark horse.
That's what I'm saying. Everybody's liking them as dark horse, John. Like everybody is loving
That's a
the
good
Chargers.
You got to
Yeah,
love
I
Do you think
Justin
the Eckler
Herbert.
pick? Do you think the Eckler pick was McCaffrey is going 1-2? Eckler is more of a safe bet, less injury prone.
Is he? Eckler's hamstrings are a little flimsy, if you ask me.
Max
he's
going
actually
back to the
older than
well.
Christian McCaffrey
That's
too.
right. Hey, if Henry is there, I'm taking him.
All right. Henry goes 3rd, and McCaffrey goes 4th.
Interesting.
Okay.
Interesting. McCaffrey's there at 4, huh? Okay.
I think there's a legitimate argument to be made for McCaffrey number 1 overall. When the guy's healthy, he's the best player in fantasy football, and he provides, the dynamic pass catching ability out of the backfield that guys like Eckler.
Hey, you're on the clock.
Well, I'm just talking about
how much time do you have? You're like 10 minutes, I think.
Yeah.
Yes,
I'm going to do something I haven't done that often, though, in some of the mocks that I've participated in already, and I'll take the first wide receiver off the board.
Okay.
I was just gonna say we've had all running backs. Minnesota is another hot pick this year, just because they've got the new offense, so they're kind of expecting a lot more.
Yeah, why Jefferson over the? Do you think that he can't repeat? Cup can't repeat the magic?
In a word, no. And I also just think that Justin Jefferson, his first 2 seasons have been so prolific that until I don't see it from him, I have to buy into it.
Right.
I kind of feel Eckler can't live up to his performance last year, because I have a bad taste in my mouth. When I had Eckler like 2 years ago, they were trying to mix in Josh Kelly and all these other running backs, and then they drafted Isaiah Spiller this year. So I wouldn't take Eckler number 2. I think he's due for touchdown reduction. Sure. Yeah.
And
I also Go ahead.
I like the Jefferson pick at 5, actually.
Yeah, I think that people are really sleeping on Adam Thielen this year, and I think the running game is going to be a lot more balanced this year. So there's all the reason in the world to buy into, I think, the Vikings offense. And then, the Rams, if they repeat and get back to the Super Bowl, that'd shock a lot of people, I think. So I think Justin Jefferson just has a safer floor.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Yep. I'm on the clock.
Yeah.
I'm looking at 2 backs right now. Najee Harris, Dalvin Cook. Dalvin Cook was solid for me last year in a couple leagues, but he misses 4 games. Najee Harris is going to get the ball a lot for the Steelers. So I'm going with Najee. Ground and pound.
Or volume, huh?
Yeah.
Volume.
Then
Najee's
Jamar Chase,
pass catcher too. He's a great pass catcher out of the backfield.
Yeah. And I think Najee is due for he's gonna be a top 5 pick either next year or the year after. He's just due for to be that elite level, right? We all expect that from him. I think he can stay healthy. It's just he's kind of on a team that's been holding him back, believe it or not, the Steelers. So you would think that the quarterback play will improve this year, because he
was a rookie last year.
Yeah.
They even had
and
time
the offensive line hasn't been good either, but he has elite talent, so he's due to be a top 5 person. Wow, I'm looking at Dalvin Cook at 9.
Well, let's talk about the 8th pick, Jamar Chase. Not bad. What's different this year is there's 3 wide receivers worthy of a first-round pick.
Yeah.
A lot of wide receivers going in the first round this year.
I'm afraid I stay away from Jamar Chase in drafts. I might go Cup, I might go Jefferson, but for some reason, Jamar Chase, even though he had a prolific rookie season, I don't. For some reason, it just doesn't.
Huh? You're calling a sophomore slump?
I am. Jefferson didn't have one, but I think there's too many options on the offense, and I don't know.
Well, you get those Tigers going, they don't stop.
Yeah.
What does that have to do with football?
LSU.
Oh, okay.
It's the NFL, Sean. That's what we're talking about. Shout out to Gig Harbor Tap Room if we're up on the screen. I just want to shout out the Hazy Comet Pale Ale. Delicious, thirst quenching. Shout out Gig Harbor Brewing.
Shout out
Sponsored by Kokanee.
Well, my pick is a no-brainer. I'm definitely taking Dalvin Cook at 9. Again,
Calvin Johnson.
Calvin Duck.
Nice.
Calvin Duck at 9 for show.
Joe Mixon goes 10 there.
Joe Mixon be mixing. All right. I am going to go with Stephon Diggs at number 11.
Interesting.
Okay, 4.
I'm a big fan of the offense in Buffalo, and Stephon Diggs would do it for a long time. And I think for me, I like some running backs later on. So I'm going
Oh,
to take an elite wide receiver.
And I like Kamara and Kelsey with the computer taking. That's
That's
a good combo.
turnaround. Yep.
I think I'm scared of Kelsey this year. I think Kelsey has a shot to finally start showing his wear and tear.
I think they're going to force feed him the ball.
Yeah, I think he's going to have his best season yet.
And tight ends typically can produce into their 30s, you know. Tony Gonzalez, Antonio Gates, those are a couple Hall of Famers.
That's
but
two. Yeah,
Jimmy
that's
Graham was another.
Kellen Winslow.
Jimmy Graham wasn't producing like
Yeah,
those.
sure he was. Yeah,
No,
you know, that 1 year.
the
He
Seahawks
was.
ruined
Yeah, you
him.
know.
Come on, jeez.
Jeez. All right.
So I'm on the quick turn, and I'm going to take DeAndre Swift now. I think he's going to have a
Okay.
great year.
You've been watching Hard Knocks?
One episode, but I'm hooked.
Oh, come on, man.
I believe. Brother.
The nice thing about
See?
DeAndre Swift and Hard Knocks this year is that they didn't really feature him too much. I think you see this a lot with that show.
Kind of shit on him.
Is that I remember it happened last year with CeeDee Lamb. Everyone loved CeeDee Lamb after watching the Cowboys on Hard Knocks, and he was getting drafted middle of the second round and did not live up to that ADP. I think that when the Lions were announced to be the team, as someone who also likes Swift this year, I was worried that his value might creep up into the end of the first round, but he's still kind of hung around that middle second round, which is nice.
Yeah.
So I think we kind of skipped over Alvin Kamara going 12. Now that he's kind of cleared from any suspension for at least this year, certainly worthy of a first-round pick again because he was kind of dropped with all that uncertainty with his pending criminal allegations. Interesting. I'm looking at Saquon Barkley right here.
It's not a bad pick.
I feel like
It's not a bad pick, but I think there's more risk. I think that recently people, I was certainly one of them. Like I have a later pick in the second round in real life, and if he's in the later rounds, like I think it makes more sense. At fourth pick in the second round, he's still on a not very good Giants team. He was actually, he wasn't perfectly healthy last year, but he played in a lot more games than people kind of like think he did last year, but he didn't produce. So it's like, he's got the elite talent, but it's kind of like with Najee Harris, the supporting cast isn't that good, but I got Devontae Adams as well. I think I'm going to go Devontae here, second round, an elite wide receiver. We're high on Las Vegas Raiders this year. We love Derek Carr with the connection there from college. I'm going Devontae.
Nice.
I already got Dalvin Cook.
Chubb goes off at 2:05 right before we get into Chun.
All right.
Any thoughts on Chubb going there?
I like Chubb. I got him in another league of mine right now. I'm surprised he falls to the second round. I don't see really any reason why. I mean, he did miss games, but he's still
not a
solid.
pass catching running back.
Yeah, but he's still a top 5 rusher.
Yeah,
like that's solid.
Well,
he's in
a timeshare with Kareem Hunt, so people don't like that. And I think
that timeshare hasn't affected their play, though.
I mean, a little bit. It's kind of a headache in a way. Like, yeah, he's got his big games, but then other times Kareem Hunt has a big game. So you really, I don't know. Like, could you draft both and play both? It's kind of the only running back tandem maybe you could. But I think I'm just trying to explain why I think he falls. Is people have that perception that he's in a timeshare, even though he has high production.
I remember last year we called him he was a touchdown dependent RB2, right? Where if he gets 20 carries for 87 yards and no touchdown, you're looking at 8.7 points with decimal scoring, and that's not what you want. But if he gets into the end zone, then great. You're at 13, 14, 15 points. But he's touchdown dependent, I feel like, to live up to that sort of ADP that we're talking about right now.
Yeah. All right. Well, after all the talk with Saquon, I'm taking Saquon. So my 2 running backs are Saquon and Najee Harris. both solid. They're both the lead running back for each team, and they both should get volume.
That'd be a dope backfield. I'd be super happy with that. They're
Yeah, that
both
could
young
be
too.
600 touches between the two of them. That could be great.
And Javonte Williams goes 18.
What? That's crazy.
Bit of a reach over Aaron Jones sitting there.
I don't know. Is it though? I mean,
I don't
with
know.
Russell Wilson at quarterback, that they're not going to
They're
be
still
stacking the
splitting
box.
it with Melvin, aren't they? They're still splitting carries, not getting all the
He's
volume.
he's playing second fiddle, I think.
Aaron
I don't know
Jones
if
is
Jason Goff.
because Aaron Dillon, right, is coming for Aaron Jones' job.
There's
I
kind of
can't
a lot of
do
these,
DJ Dillon.
huh? A lot of.
Oh,
back-
Leonard Fournette goes off the board.
That's a great pick.
Playoff Lenny.
Yeah, and he has that backfield to himself finally. I mean, no Ronald Jones anymore, and with the amount of time that he's had with Brady now, I feel like this is the most comfortable that Tom's been with a running back probably since someone like James White turning back the clock 4 or 5 years ago. So I feel really good about Leonard Fournette this year.
Well, I'm up now. I've already got.
First tight end went off the board at 209 right before you, Max.
Second, actually.
Second tight
Second.
end.
Yeah, Kelsey was 201. Wow.
I've got Derrick Henry. I cannot believe that Zeke Elliott is sitting here at the 20th pick,
Zeke
and I'm
goes into
definitely
the third.
drafting him.
Okay.
Yeah,
he
Zeke-
was a top 5 pick last year. Are we kidding?
Just top 6. People think he's washed. He's older. He's got a lot of volume. That's typically a drop off.
Nah. Zeke
It's
Zeke
good
and
value
Henry.
there. I think it's good value there. I don't think it's a bad pick.
So to round out
So
the second round, Aaron Jones and
Yep.
Mike Evans after Zeke. I see
Yep.
that.
Yes,
So
Josh Allen, first quarterback goes round
At the 3-1.
round 3-1.
now what I
My
think is
computer
crazy,
is crashing.
Debo Samuel is still on the
I
board.
can't
into
even.
the
I
third
can't do
round.
anything.
I'm back on the clock here.
Why do Debo's still on the board? Why are you thinking?
Yeah, I don't know. I got him. It's an easy pick.
Pittman goes 3-4 after Debo Max. Pittman's got a new quarterback and
An accurate quarterback.
an accurate quarterback.
I'm not a fan of Pittman.
I like him in the red zone. I think he's a good red zone target.
What's he have for his
big guy.
career? Like 3 touchdowns?
No, he's got more than
Debo and Tyreek Hill falling till the third. Interesting.
3. Actually, Johnny's only got 6.
Yeah.
But what is he, a second year wide receiver?
Third year, and he had to
He's
play with
unproven.
Philip Rivers' corpse and then Carson Wentz,
And now he's got Matt Ryan's corpse.
which is
I
probably
don't
the
know.
best out of the 3.
It's the best corpse you can get.
And people, I don't know. It's hard for me to take like unproven guys like that who his
Yeah.
production wasn't that highest last year. So I
And
don't really
over
know what to
Tyreek
like it.
Hill.
Well, speaking of unproven
No,
guys,
Tyreek Hill was drafted first.
yeah,
before Debo.
Tyreek's the exact opposite though. Where if Tyreek
yeah.
and Tua can be somewhat compatible, if Tyreek falls to the third round, people will look back on not drafting him in the second or even potentially late in the first and be kicking themselves. I feel like would it surprise any of us in week 7 if he was already knocking on the door of like 800 yards and 5 touchdowns or 6 touchdowns? Probably
No.
not.
What do you
I
guys
don't
think
know.
of
I
Josh
think
Allen
Tua's
going?
Tua's a huge risk there in Miami. I don't like any Dolphin.
Well, did you see their last preseason game? Play 1 from scrimmage was play action. Tua dropped back and bombed it to Tyreek for like 55 yards. It was pretty
Tyreek's
impressive.
gonna Tyreek.
Yeah. You can't teach speed, right? Okay.
Oh, wow.
A guy I've been a fan of for a long time. I want to get him on my squad here as my second running back. Someone else who sort of has a backfield all to himself right now, and that's James Conner in Arizona.
Didn't he have like the most touchdowns for a running back last year? He was just the
Yeah.
goal line punch-in.
Yeah, and 3 receiving touchdowns as well, which I think turning back the clock a little bit to the year that he stepped in for Le'Veon Bell, he really showed his ability as a pass catcher then. And whether or not, he gets more targets by design this year, or if it is more scramble stuff with Kyler, I do think that he is one of the best goal line backs in the NFL. So down in the red zone, he's a huge asset.
I think that's a great pick in the third round. It's great.
All right, I'm up. And you know me, I like taking quarterback in the third round, set it and forget it. So I'm taking my guy, Mahomes. I've taken him 2 or 3 years in a row now. Set it and forget it.
And Keenan Allen goes right after you. Elite wide receiver, pass catcher that you just left there dangling. And then Kamish.
This is why I should have gone running back in the second round. I'm not hyped on Travis Etienne right here as my RB2. I know he's got all the hype as a rookie, but Jacksonville sucks. Also, Brees Hall, the other rookie, is there. Oh, and
General Montgomery.
yeah, it could be David Montgomery there is it. But I'm just thinking, is there better? I'd rather take, I don't know.
Technically, ETN is a red shirt sophomore here because he was hurt all last year, so he's really not a rookie.
Well, even so, that's not anything great.
There's
And
no.
I'm
my
a believer
page
in ETN.
is frozen.
Yeah, I am too.
Jesus Christ, and you call yourself the commish?
I never do this, but I'm going wide receiver heavy, and look. Any fan of the podcast knows I'm not a fan of Russell Wilson, but he's gonna go off this year. He's gonna cook. I'm gonna take Cortland if my computer can catch up to my brain.
Cortland over Judy, huh?
Cortland over Judy.
Yeah, Judy ain't doing shit.
Yeah,
What
for
Judy
sure.
hasn't produced.
Cortland over Judy every time.
Judy's a far better route runner.
Yes, Judy might be a top 5 route runner in the league.
That's
We've been
right.
saying that.
That sounds like a bet. Sounds like a bet here.
Honestly, this could be a T. Higgins, Jamar Chase type scenario where one has 10 catches, 10 more catches than the other, and you're kind of splitting hairs.
Speaking of T. Higgins, goes right off the board after Cortland Sutton. And then I'm here, and I'm kind of on a quick turn. I've got DeAndre Swift, Stephon Diggs. So, yeah, looking at – I'm a really big fan of Mike Williams right now. So I'm going to draft Mike Williams. He had a hot start last year and then kind of cooled off, but I think they believe in him. Montgomery goes, then Brees Hall goes, and I'm back on at 4-2. And I'm going to look back into the running back bin.
While you do that, let's give a quick shout out to the chat. I saw our friend Ryan Sandberg pop in there.
Yes,
David.
sir.
Yep.
What's up, boys? Yeah, so Travis Etienne's there. I also am hesitant. There's also Cam Akers, who kind of came on at the end of the year, but he's had a pretty devastating
I think he just got
injury.
hurt, didn't he?
I don't know if that might be breaking news, Max. Be breaking news, Minister of Media.
My sources.
Yeah, I'm gonna go with a long shot here, and
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go with AJ Dillon. I think that there's a shift in that running back room, and I think AJ Dillon is going to become more than a 50-50 back by the end of the year. So,
My boy Kyle Pitts just goes. Damn it.
Well, the thing with Dillon and Aaron Jones this year is that they'll probably be on the field at the same time a lot. And Jones will probably be lined up off the line and maybe not so much in the backfield. And that's where Dillon will be because Devontae Adams just left a target hole of 140 passes. And those have got to go somewhere. So that'll probably be Aaron Jones, and Dillon gets a lot more carries.
I think Dylan gets a lot more goal line stuff. So
All right, I'm on the clock. I've got Dalvin Cook, Devontae Adams, and Cortland Sutton. I need a running back. Travis Etienne still staring at me, saying, pick me, pick me. And I don't think I can do it. I don't think I can. The Jaguars.
Stop flirting with them and pick them.
I'm going to go with Cam Akers because he's on a better team. They drafted him. I think they want him to be the number one. He just has to be healthy. I think he is healthy. I think he's got all the tools. This is his little breakout year, Cam Akers.
nice.
Damn it. Then my next fucking target just goes.
DJ Moore is off the clock or is off the board.
Dude, this is an interesting little draft wizard tool. Like gives you like hints and stuff.
All right, so I'm on the board now. I have Saquon Barkley, Mahomes, and Najee Harris. So now I obviously need wide receiver help. I drafted this guy last year. He was a rookie. We all know he has the best touchdown dance in the league. Can you do the waddle?
The waddle. Again, I don't like Miami players this year.
Why? They had
'Cause
Tua
Tua.
last year at quarterback, and Jalen Waddle still was 1,000 yards and 5-6 touchdowns.
I think
What
it's gonna go.
changed?
I think it's gonna go bad. I think it's gonna go bad this year.
With a
Hey,
better
we got to
offensive
add
coordinator.
add someone to the waiting list to join the league. I think the league's now at like 5 on the waiting list. So 5 of us need to drop dead before someone else can get in. Before they can fill the waiting list.
All right. Deontay
Who's number
Johnson's
1 on
off.
that waiting list?
It
The
was
top two
Jim, but
have
I
to
think
fight.
Jim was Drew. Probably Andrew or Pop.
No, yeah, we don't need Pop in here. Come on.
All right. So Deontay Johnson just went, who I would have loved to have had as my wide receiver too. So that shifts what I'm going to do here a little bit. You just can't have enough running backs. And even though all of these guys kind of have their issues that are left on the board, or at least that are on the board here to take around the 4th round, I'm gonna go out on a limb and draft this guy. I own him in Dynasty, and after the cut of Marlon Mack, when the rosters had to be cleared, it's Dameon Pierce season in Houston.
He's a trendy name right now. Is Houston? My question there is, how good is Houston's O-line? How good is Houston as a team?
Better than Seattle.
We'll see.
So-
Davis
so
Mills.
Bobby.
I think Davis
Dougie
Mills can
Mills.
move the ball. Mills can move the ball. If Pierce is a good pass catcher, give me 6 targets a game, give me 80 yards a game, and I'll be pretty happy with that as my flex.
Yeah, they cut Marlon Mack. That's a sad day. Sad day for me.
You're a big
Love
Mac
Marlon
guy.
Mack. I was a believer.
Alex, I feel the same way about Davis Mills and Houston and that offense. And this guy, he's just been solid year after year after year. Never
Brandon
gets stopped.
Cooks.
Let's go, Brandon Cooks.
Great
Welcome
pick.
Brandon Cooks.
Welcome to the
Solid.
squad.
Let's
Solid
go,
pick.
Brandon.
Jesus Christ, John.
Max, you're back on the clock.
Back on the clock now. Do I want to stack at wide receiver, or do I want to try and find a good
Interesting picks there while you're thinking about your next move. Allen Robinson got drafted. Obviously, new team for him this year with the Rams. J.K. Dobbins, who had some pretty concerning video come out of camp or out of practice today, where he looked like he had a pretty big limp. And then Michael Thomas and Chase Edmonds, 2 guys who have had troubled pass on their respective teams. Michael Thomas hopefully can stay healthy this year, and Chase Edmonds can hopefully stay healthy with a new squad in Miami.
Yeah, and he's the number 1 in Miami. And then, but J.K. Dobbins is on he's going to be out for the
Ravens.
first 4 games. So he's not a pick that you're going to hope to play week 1.
Is that
No.
confirmed that he's out the first 4 games? I thought he was playing.
I'm pretty sure they put him on the pup.
Oh, news
Pup,
to me.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to go against a huge rule of mine that I never draft Seahawks, but DK Metcalf is the only thing Seattle has.
gonna
So he'll
feed
get
him.
in a lot of the rock. So we're going to take him in the 5th round here.
Oh,
Um,
J.K. Dobbins is on track and ready. So apparently he's off the pup.
Pup, pup.
yeah, but still, the limp in practice did not look good. I would be concerned, especially after having a season-ending injury last year. Okay, so after Max went DK, then Justin Herbert went off the board. I believe that's the 3rd quarterback.
Yep.
That's been taken. Herbert is just a monster, and we already talked about how nice we think the Chargers are going to be this year. Only offense that might be better than the Chargers is the Buffalo Bills, however, though, and after the way that this guy ended last season, I want every piece of Gabe Davis as I can get, so I will gladly take him as my wide receiver too.
I like it. I like
Nice.
Gabe Davis a lot.
Yeah, me
that
too.
pick.
He feels like the perfect blend between scrapper, but also like he's flashy. I think he's really good.
Hey, shout out Bobby in the chat
Hey.
there.
What's up, Bob?
Fab.
See you at the tap room too.
All right, here I am.
Harbor Brewing, big sponsor of the Chatter Network, and maybe, but I love cutting Chun off. We don't have ads to say anymore, do we? It's September 1st. Damn, never mind. Go ahead, Chun.
All right. So I'm looking. I need a wide receiver too. I also am looking at the tight ends right now. There's still 3 stud tight ends left with George Kittle, Darren Waller, and some people think Dalton Schultz will be the number 1 tight end in the league this year. I'm kind of leaning towards Darren Waller. I'm going to take him. He's got Devontae Adams now to take pressure off of him. Hunter Renfro's running down the middle. I think Darren Waller is going to have a huge season in Vegas with Derek Carr slanging the ball.
I like it. I like the pick. I like the Raiders a lot this year. I think they might be taking the next step here.
Yep.
And another Raider goes right after that, Josh Jacobs, who people are kind of down on, but he's still 24. He's still the lead ball carrier. Great in the red zone, a talented runner.
I don't think he's going to finish the season in Vegas.
Why is that?
Just the way they use him. I mean, Josh McDaniels is a Patriots system, and they don't pay their running backs. So he's going to look at this guy and think, I can get a 3rd or 2nd round pick for this guy and trade him away.
All right. I'm adding that prediction to the list, and I'm going to draft George Kittle.
There's the guy.
George Kittle.
I do think that Kenyon Drake was like one of the lead red zone ball carriers last year. So that goes to what you're saying, Morgan. Where
Kenyon Drake also just signed with the Ravens.
Oh, he did?
Yep.
He's gone,
Wow.
right?
Yep.
Yeah, he's gone. With the Ravens.
All right.
Scary Terry off the board there in between Kamish and Glow. But, Carson Wentz is throwing him the ball. So,
Yeah, but I mean, look at the quarterbacks that McLaurin's had prior to Wentz. It's been the likes of
Fitzmagic.
some scrubs. Yeah. Dwayne Haskins, RIP, a few other guys.
Taylor Heineke.
Yeah, he's been pretty quarterback proof. So I don't think that Wentz should scare anyone away.
Also, want to take this opportunity to apologize for my video quality. If you guys are experiencing that, apologize for that. Need a new laptop. Had this since, 2009.
Summer 09.
Good year.
It's a good vintage, that laptop.
It's a Beats by Dre laptop, Intel Core 5.
All right. So we were talking. Yep, I'm up. So we're talking about Jerry Jeudy, and I think it's time to get him off the clock. So off
Yes, sir.
off the board. So I'll take Jerry Jeudy. Brown goes, Amari Cooper. Then I'm back. Let's see. Kind of, you know what? I'm a believer, and I think Rashad Penny
Get out of here.
is the guy. So
That's
Let's
a
go, baby.
Ken Walker Jewelers will be leading the Seahawks in carries.
DJ Dallas is going to have more yards than Rashad Penny.
I love this
Rashad.
podcast. It records all these-
He is a
Put him in
Rashad.
Put him in the rush shed.
Rashad Penny, baby.
How many games till he gets hurt?
Yeah.
Why don't you make another bold prediction? We'll write this one down too.
3-14.
Okay. Wow. I'm gonna draft. Let's see. I got running back. I got 2 wide receiver. I got tight end. I'm looking for a flex spot. I prefer to have more running backs. We know they're a premium. We know there's always health concerns. I'm going with a guy. I can't believe he's still here. It's a former first, second round pick last year. I think the production's still there. Give me the Commander. He's still young, still has all the tools in his toolbox, has a better quarterback at the helm in my twin, Carson Wentz. I'm going Antonio Gibson.
I think that's good value.
We'll see. Who's the backup for Carson?
Well, McKissick's still there, and then their rookie.
for Carson Wentz.
For the quarterback?
Or- yeah. Quarterback?
quarterback.
Oh, what's
Heineke.
his name? Heineke. Yeah,
Heineke?
We should know this.
I think it's Taylor Heineke.
And he's a baller too. He played well last year.
All right.
Love Heineke. Heineke's got grit.
I
All right,
need a wide
drafter.
receiver. I'm looking at Mooney. I like Darnell Mooney for the Bears. this
Yeah.
year. I also see a guy that I have to take. Chris Godwin. Former number 1 receiver. He's got Mike Evans to play his Batman. He's going to get the balls. He's going to be healthy. Tom Brady slinging the ball. Bucks going to the Super Bowl.
I can't believe he was still there, actually. Chris Godwin.
Do your
All
homework.
right, running back heavy for Alex.
Yeah, I've got 3 running backs already. I feel great about that. Feel really good about my 2 wide receivers as well. Quarterback is still deep, but the position that's about to get really thin is tight end. This guy really helped me down the stretch last year to the championship. So we're bringing him back for a second stint. Dalton Schultz, who very well may lead the
You getting
Cowboys.
Dalton Schultz there. This is a great value pick. I can't believe Hawkinson went before him. I know you're
Yeah.
high on Dalton. It's great. That's a great pick.
real high on Dalton, especially with no Amari Cooper there this year. He could be the second leading target recipient in Dallas this year, pretty easily.
Well, I'm going tight end as well here. And I'm just going to go with next best, which is Dallas Goedert for the Eagles. People are huh?
Go Dirt.
Go Dirt.
Go
Go
Dirt.
Dirt.
Go
You know he
Dirt.
rides a unicycle.
Is that how it said? Joe Dirt?
Joe Dirt.
Dallas Joe Dirt?
Go Dirt.
So
Go
mom
Dirt.
named you Nunamaker.
Gogurt. Dallas
Yep.
Gogurt.
people are picking the Eagles to come out of the NFC.
Dude, I think I'd be one of them. I think the Eagles, they got a lot of hype. I wouldn't say they're the dream team or whatever like they were years past. Remember that with Mike Vick and all
Vince
that?
Young. Nambi
Yeah.
Asamoah.
Yeah.
Andy Asamoah.
Hey, he's an actor now. He's
I
in
know.
tons of shit.
What kind of actor?
Hollywood.
Okay.
Hollywood.
Okay, Chud.
Shit. Where am I gonna go here?
What are you gonna do?
I don't know. What am I gonna do? You know, I am going to bolster my running back room, get some depth.
Amon Ross St. Brown just went. That's a bummer.
Yeah, I was looking at him. I like him a lot. But you know what? CEH It's time. We're changing the offense in Kansas City. We're going to run heavy. CH is going to have a breakout year.
If not now, when, right?
All right. Yeah.
Well, and at this value, it's a good pick, you know.
Yeah.
Like he
In the
was always
7.
drafted first round, second round, and underperformed. But now at this round, that's a great pick.
All right. So I haven't done this in any other mocks that I've participated in, but I think it's time to take a quarterback here before focusing on my bench, which I probably wouldn't do if this was a real draft, but I can't show my hand too hard. And, I don't know. It's tempting to go with someone like Dak, who I had last year, but with no Amari Cooper, no Michael Gallup to start the year, you just don't know how repeatable some of those yardage totals are. Joe Burrow's nice right here as well, but really doesn't provide anything with his legs. I'm not sure how much this guy's got left in the tank with his legs, but he's probably got the best offensive skill set around him. And he just got paid.
Let's ride.
It's Russell Wilson.
Let's ride. Broncos country. Let's ride. Let's ride. All right. I need a flex. I'm looking at running back. I'm taking my guy, Kareem Hunt. We talked about the share that does not matter for the Browns. Kareem Hunt is.
I think it does matter, John.
He has been solid even with Nick Chubb perfectly healthy. And fingers crossed, Nick Chubb tears an ACL.
Whoa! Hey, now
Easy.
We don't
In this mock draft
nobody,
scenario.
bro. Come
In
on.
this mock draft scenario.
I wish I could mute you like around the horn or something.
I'd have the highest points.
Yeah, maybe.
I'm the Woody Page.
Bubby.
Or whatever happened to Jim.
Do people even know what around the horn is anymore?
Hey, that's a goddamn
Pizza.
good show. Where's
I'm
Jay
on the clock.
Mariotti?
Oh. In trouble.
Well,
I know.
I got 3 running backs. I only got 2 wide receivers. You know, our boy, shout out Chatter Network, Lyndon Savanto was calling this guy's name out last year when he was on the pod in Baltimore. Rashad Bateman.
Hey.
With the absence of Hollywood Brown, he's the clear number 1 wide receiver there now. I still think that running back with J.K. Dobbins or Gus Edwards is still questionable. So I think they're going to probably feed. He's going to have a better year, more production, and
Healthy.
he's putting it on my bench. So I love this set for depth for me.
All right. Stevenson goes after Bateman. There's not really any clarity ever with the Patriots running back room. So who's going to come out of that being last year it was
Damian Harris.
Yeah.
But the computer just took Stevenson over him. Damian Harris is still on the board.
Yes, he is. I got a quick turn here. I'm gonna go back to back. So I'm gonna take someone who was on my team last year. I think I'm getting him at a better ADP this year. I'm gonna take Devontae Smith.
Definitely
Devontae
better
Hunt a
ADP
lot.
than last year.
I think he does. There is the addition of AJ Brown out there, but I think another year in the league. I don't think the sophomore slump's coming, and also he's kind of just more depth for my wide receivers. And then on the turn here, I thought about going QB, but I'll continue searching, looking in the bucket, and I'll go Damian Harris. Yeah. See if he's still got the number 1 position.
I like it. Miles
Kamish is
Sanders
on the clock.
goes in between you guys. Kamish is now on the clock.
Miles Sanders, another one of those guys where if not now, when?
Yep.
Yeah, and he's the guy that I was hyped on when we did our position rankings.
Mhm.
And I like Philadelphia, and I like their offensive line, and they run the ball a lot. And
I
feel
like Kenneth Gainwell.
What, John?
John, I'm talking.
I like Lamp.
John wants the.
I think Kenneth Gainwell is a little undersized. I think Miles Sanders has a higher talent and higher ceiling. His issue is he can't stay fucking healthy. So if he didn't have this hamstring issue that's put him out of practice last 2 weeks, this would be a no-brainer steal. I'd feel great about this.
Tim, what's the best ability?
Availability.
There you go.
Shut up, John. I'm drafting Miles Sanders if my computer would cooperate.
We could lose Tim at any time, people.
Seriously. I'm going depth over a quarterback right now. Sticking to my draft principles.
I think that's the right move. I think quarterback is actually really, really deep this year.
Quarterback is always deep, but yeah, particularly this year.
There's 14 guys this year that are interchangeable.
John, you're up. Who do you want to get on your soapbox for?
I don't think I'm up.
No,
Tim's still up.
It's not letting me shoot. My computer's frozen.
So delayed. So delayed.
I hope I draft him. Good thing you gave us 10 minutes per pick. Good God.
I already see who I'm drafting. I'm just praying he stays there between me and Tim. But I'm looking at my team. I feel great about my team. I'm flirting with Tony Pollard from the Cowboys. I do like Zeke a lot, but I think Tony Pollard's going to get the ball. They want to take Zeke out of it, get some fresh legs so he can go into the playoffs with a good sense of health. But like I was saying, I like my team a lot. Tim, make your pick so I can make mine right away.
if I trust me, if I could, I would. But it's like literally, it's like the draft thing is like grayed out. Like I can't select it. It's completely frozen. I can't. Chrome is.
Tim's still using AOL.
Yeah. Chrome is crashed. I just need a new laptop.
Turn off AIM.
Oh man. I miss
Put up an away message, drafting the boys.
I'm gonna refresh. How about that?
There you go.
Come back in.
Stallion 42. Hit him up.
You earned a lot of points with that one, Chun. Back on my good side.
Yep, around the horn.
Yeah. Ding, ding, ding.
Google Chrome not responding. Oh,
I get you back in.
Up.
You know, I think the two guys that went in between Blaine's selections there, we didn't really talk about them, but pretty notable players. The last pick in the 7th round was Dak Prescott. We already kind of talked about
Wait a minute. Miles Sanders is already selected.
Oh.
Yep.
Yeah.
No one told me that?
Draft him.
Oh, I thought that's why you were talking about him.
Yeah, that's why you're talking about him.
I was going to take him.
He was talking up the 8-3 like it was like a
Jesus
great
Christ.
pick. Hey, good job, comp. You did it.
Okay. Fuck all y'all. I'm going. Fuck all y'all. Going nuclear.
Tom.
The greatest.
All right.
Of all time. Ever.
Okay. So, like I was
And
saying,
then Brandon Ayuk. And then Chen.
I like Tony Pollard a lot, but I'm going to take this guy. It's a
Oh,
luxury pick.
You just bait and switch us?
Luxury
Strong
pick.
end.
Smart play,
DeAndre
Morgan.
Hopkins.
Number
That-
1 RB, and he had a strong end to the season last year.
Yep.
That's a great value.
Great value. Now I have a solid wide receiver core with him and Chris Godwin. I don't have to worry about Jalen Waddle. He can be a good flex since Max doesn't like the Dolphins.
So what?
Dolphin guy.
So okay, Morgan, what would you feel good about though if you were say you drafted DeAndre Hopkins? You don't get him back until week 7 though because of his suspension.
Yep.
So if you're 2-4, are you feeling good about that?
I would hope to be 500 at least,
Yeah.
but I still feel comfortable with my lineup to go undefeated.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, Najee Harris, Saquon, those are 2 volume running backs. Patrick Mahomes, set it and forget it. Jalen
Mhm.
Waddle, who was a 1,000-yard receiver last year, I'd say he averaged at least 11 points a game.
Yeah.
Darren Waller's going to get his, so 15 to 16 points, and Chris Godwin will be back. And then Kareem Hunt sneaks in there with 10 points.
I like the reasoning. I as well feel pretty good about my team here, and someone else who I own in Dynasty that I'd like to get on this season-long team. I feel like after that midway point in the year could be a real league winner. So I would love to be 500 or higher, and then have this guy come on, because James Cook, Dalvin Cook's little brother for the Buffalo Bills, has a real chance to take over the backfield if Devin Singletary and if Devin Singletary continues to prove that he's not the running back that they drafted a handful of years ago.
Devin Singletary is not the running back.
It's funny because
Max has a bad taste in his mouth from like 2 years ago when he had him.
I still haven't been able to go back to that one.
I tried to trade for him, man. I wanted him like week 4, and you're like, I like my guys. I like my guys. Week 7.
I like my guys right now. I kind of wish this was my team. I'm really happy with my roster so far. Derrick Henry, Zeke, Debo, Brandon Cooks, Gogurt, DK Metcalf, and CEH. I mean, that's a lot of production, guys. That's what it's all about. I'm going to go out on a limb with this next pick once I have the turn here. And I'm going to take my favorite rookie, I think, of the year. And that is Drake London, wide receiver for the Atlanta Falcons.
Oh, a little cup of tea then. Ooh. Oh. That's Gov.
Nice. Governor.
How has he done in the preseason? Has he been? I thought he's been kind of hung up with like a hamstring or something. He hasn't actually shown much on the field yet.
You know, he's a lot of potential there. I feel good with the starting lineup that I could go out there and take some potential. On the turn here, let's see who else went. Christian Kirk, he was another guy I was looking at. Cordell Patterson, and Chris Olave. Is that how you say that, Chen?
Chris Olave.
That's what I said. Yep.
Yeah.
I'm going now with my favorite quarterback this year. And I know he's getting a lot of hype, but Captain Kirk, welcome to the squad.
Kirk is getting
really
great.
He's got a brand new coach. He's been one of the better fantasy quarterbacks the last couple of years. Now they're going to even throw it even more. Cannot wait to have Kirk.
So this is probably the time in our league where I would start to look at taking a individual defensive player in about the 9th round. Of course, we don't have IDP though.
Thank God.
In this mock. So continuing to just kind of fish around and draft guys, you know, kind of based off potential. And here's someone else who, by the midway point in the year, could really be coming on. I think we've had a really good history of rookie wide receivers recently in fantasy. And, you know, we kind of talked about how Travis Kelce's going to get force-fed the ball. We didn't talk about when Juju got drafted. But the third option in Kansas City could easily be Sky Moore. So I'm happy to get him, take a flyer on Sky Moore right now and see what happens there.
All right, I'm up.
That is a bit of a reach. Yeah.
Well, say more.
Seriously, can't draft.
I'm going to take a player on a team that I think will be probably bottom dwellers in the league. But he's a solid player. He's going to get 1,000 yards like he always does. I got to take Tyler Lockett.
That's right.
Tyler Lockett.
Not bad. Yeah. Doesn't have a drop in the end zone.
Really? That's a crazy stat.
I
a
read
good
that
stat.
today. Read that
George
with my
Pickens
eyes.
right after him.
I
Understood
thought
it
you
with my
said
brain.
Red told you that today.
Yeah, Red. Shout out Red.
Hey, congrats, Red.
Hey, congrats, Red.
Congrats, Red.
Red.
Congrats, Chun.
Congrats, Sean.
Congrats.
Yeah.
Yeah, two boys.
We're really growing up. Right before
Identical boys.
And you know what's been consistent the whole time? My
What?
steadfast deliverance of an elite fantasy football league.
And a shitty computer.
And a shitty computer.
I'm going to
Who
go
are you
with this
taking?
insurance. I'm going to take Alexander Madison because I have Dalvin Cook.
Smart move.
Smart.
Nice.
It's a great pick.
I forgot what my team is.
Did
I
it
have a lot
work?
of bench players. Okie dokie. All right. So I'm on a quick turn. Are we doing 10 rounds? What are we doing? Are we ending after this? This is our
This
last
is the
pick?
last round.
This is the
We got
last
starters.
one.
All right.
This is the last pick.
I need a quarterback because there's probably no tight ends. I could take Dawson Knox. He was
That's
my
your
guy
boy?
last year.
Good
He's
boy.
my boy.
There's plenty of tight ends
boy.
left.
Plenty of tight ends. But you know, gotta have a team, gotta have a full team. I'm gonna take Aaron Rodgers. He's sitting there.
Oh, that's great value. He's
Good
going to be
bet,
throwing
yeah.
the ball a lot.
A lot. And dumping it off to both of those running backs.
Always does. So, all right, we that's it. Got our teams.
That's it.
So much.
Tell you
Awesome.
what,
Okay.
the two best
Go ahead.
teams, I have to give props, Alex and Max. I really like your squads right here. Max with Derrick
what
Henry
are
and
you-
Zeke,
Yep.
Debo, DK Metcalf, Brandon Cooks. That's solid.
That is
And
solid.
Alex, Justin Jefferson, Gabriel Davis, and then with the three running backs, Fournette, Connor, and Pierce, and with the kicker, Russell Wilson. That's great.
Yeah. My team, which I do not like much, but I did the best with what I could. I got Aaron Rodgers and then DeAndre Swift and AJ Dillon. I got wide receivers Stephon Diggs, Mike Williams, and then a flex of Jerry Jeudy. And then on my bench, I have Damian Harris, Rashad Penny, and Devonta Smith. No tight end, but I would have taken my boy.
Would have taken Dawson.
Would have taken the knocker, Dawson Knox.
This is not a team that I would usually draft. Tom Brady, Dalvin Cook, Cam Akers, Devontae Adams, Cortland Sutton, George Kittle, Antonio Gibson. Not good.
Yeah, good wide receivers.
Cook and Devontae, yeah.
You know,
Chun, go ahead. We all love your team. I know you love
That's a
it.
great squad right there. Najee
Yeah,
Harris,
Great
Saquon,
squad.
Saquon Barkley, Najee Harris. Again, volume. Mahomes, set it, forget it. Jalen Waddle, Chris Godwin, and DeAndre Hopkins with Darren Waller at tight end. That's a damn
Hold on,
good
your
squad.
wide receivers are Jalen Waddle and Chris Godwin.
Yep. And DeAndre Hopkins at
With
week
DeAndre
7.
and Lockett on the bench.
On the bench. There you go. The depth.
That's good
Nice.
depth.
Okay, well, we'll see. This probably won't play out, like it will next Wednesday. But that was fun. Hopefully, y'all learned something. My computer is about to catch on fire at any fucking second, so I gotta run.
For sure.
Any closing words from the rest of y'all?
Don't listen to us.
this isn't going anywhere.
Volume.
It's not going anywhere.
It's fun, boys.
Right
Good
on.
rounds.
All right. Tune in next week. We're going to be recapping the draft, recapping week 1. Lots of content coming your way. You know where to find us: Apple, Spotify, wherever you get your podcasts.
YouTube.
Thanks for tuning in.
See ya.
Peace.
Peace.